Hey guys, so I get questions sometimes about the communication of men, and I want to throw in something for you to take into consideration. One of the questions is when he takes too long to text you back or when he fails to text you back. What's going on with that? Things were a little bit hot and heavy. He was talking to you back to back to back, and now he just sort of fizzled out. You feel as though it's something that you said, or maybe he has a change of heart, a change of mind. He feels a certain way about you. All of that could be true. Some of it, you could sift through it and try to figure out, what's going on. Some of it is obvious and evident what's going on. If you know that he's dealing with multiple women at one time, he could be entertaining someone else, just to be realistic. I know that you hate to hear that he may be talking to someone else, but it's very possible. But also, let me give you another instance in which he will not text you back or he shuts off communication with you, which has nothing to do with you or any other women. I'm not sure if you realize, but many people grow up in life with mental issues, learning disabilities, learning issues, and psychological issues that go unchecked. Now, you may be dealing with someone who has one of those issues, and a lot of the times, communication is one of the first things that goes out the window when they're having some sort of episode. And this episode may not be a monthly episode. It might not be a quarterly episode. He could have an episode every couple days. He can have an episode every week. He can have an episode every month. I'm not saying when it is but what I'm saying is that sometimes the line of communication gets cut for undescribable things. Sometimes it's not even a mental disability. It's just his coping mechanism for escapism. Sometimes he's backing out of feeling the need to be needed. Some men can't handle being needed all the time. Then you have some men who are the one that the family relies on a lot. So what he could be doing is backing off to take a break for himself, take a breather just to unwind everything that people are asking of him, which includes consistent communication. You are expecting a man to, when you send a text, boom, he send a text. When you send a text, he send a text. When you call, he answer. So it's sort of like having somebody on a leash. And not to say like he's a dog or what you're doing is wrong. I'm not saying that. That's why I say this has nothing to do with you. He needs space. And the way he's asking for space, instead of having a communication that says, hey, I know that we've been texting for some time, but I just want to let you know that I need a break and I won't be responding to you for a while. So don't take it personal. Now that sounds fine and dandy and easy, right? But it's not as easy as how I just made it. Some people feel as though if I break and say something like that, that's just going to warrant more questions that I don't want right now. I just want a clean break. I don't have anything against the person. I don't feel bad towards the person. I just feel like right now the responsibility of communicating back and forth with them is greater than what I can handle right now. And I don't want to explain that. Now, I'm not saying that this is an excuse, and I'm not saying that he should be able to get away with leaving you hanging. Obviously, if anyone is leaving you hanging, that's your cue to move on. In any case, not even just with a man or with family members, with whoever. Anybody that can leave you hanging, you can just pick up and keep moving and let them catch up where they can, if they can. Because it doesn't always have to do with you, is what I'm saying. So sometimes just don't take it personal if you don't hear from a person for a while, because they may be trying to exercise something in their brain that they need complete silence for. And a lot of the times with these phones and notifications, it's just overstimulation for people. They can't really explain that to you, so they don't, especially men, because they're a bit disconnected from their emotions. So it's pretty hard for them to explain these things that I'm saying. So before you go off the deep end and start trying to get in your homegirl's car and pull up to his grandmother's house and search for him and say all kinds of nasty, mean things because of what you think he's doing, take into the consideration that he may be, at the time, overstimulated by life. Hell, he may be overstimulated by you. Let's just say that that's the case, because this is something else I'm going to get into. A person could be overstimulated by you. Not to say that you're too much, but just to say that they are probably dealing with a lot of things in their life that taking on the whims of another person is just too much, and it's also too much to explain. So instead of explaining it to you and keep communicating with you, they just stop, or they take a very long time to reach back out to you. And I understand how that seems suspect, but I just wanted you to take into consideration that a lot of the times you aren't just dealing with normal people that's going to conduct normal communication with you through and through. Sometimes a person is dealing with things on the inside that they can't articulate on the outside. So I just wanted to drop that nugget and give you a little bit of hope if you're waiting for a text back from somebody. Hey, maybe he is texting another girl. We don't know. But like I said, if you are waiting on somebody, well, don't wait for too long. And if you feel as though this resonates and they might be going through something mentally, just give them some space and let them come around, because the way that they can connect with you is to understand that you're one of the type of people that, okay, if I stop communicating with this person, are they going to get mad? Are they going to take it personal? Are they going to take it out on me? And then when they come back and start talking to you again and realize that, oh, I could just pick up where I left off, then they'll have a little bit more confidence in a relationship with you. But also, I understand how that can get annoying. So if that's just not your cup of tea and that's just something that you can't care about, then here's your cue to move on, because that can be something that could be a lifelong issue. All right. Check you later.